Can you believe we are already this close to Witch Queen? Starting next week, we'll have a new location to explore, new exotics, stories, and secrets. And while that all will be great, I'm sure, you have one thing to do first. Complete this checklist of everything you should do before the Witch Queen releases. From expansion preload information to vault space and beyond, let's jump right into it. Welcome on in, Guardians. Here is a list of some mandatory and optional tasks to complete before the Witch Queen releases. If I forgot something and you have a great idea of your own, be sure to leave it in the comments. Let's first start with catching up on the story. The Destiny universe is pretty massive, and now would be a great time to catch up and learn the story before the latest expansion drops. And luckily for you, I got that covered. Boom. You can click this link at the top right or the one in the description after this video, of course, to get yourself acquainted with this epic cinematic story. This is the entire story of Destiny, the biggest plot moments all summarized to get you ready for next week. It's great for veterans and also new lights. Content to complete. Any seasonal story from last year you would want to complete, but mostly Season of the Lost if you are in it for the story. All of this content will be going away, and the Season of the Lost ties right into the opening of Witch Queen, so you might want to play that to get an idea of what might happen. The final conclusion mission for Season of the Lost became available this week, so if you haven't played that already, make sure you hop on. Next, we have the Presage and Harbinger missions. The mission aboard the Glykon had to be one of the coolest in Destiny history. Finding catabasis and walking through the darkness plants strangling the Cabal on board. Both this mission and the Harbinger mission in the European Dead Zone to acquire Hawk Moon will be leaving. So if you want an easy route at both the Hawk Moon and the Dead Man's Tale before they're thrown into some other pool or random way to get them, now's your chance to play those. Forsaken and anything in the Tangled Shore. Time is kinda short, but if you want a marathon Forsaken story for some reason, this is your final shot to do just that. The Forsaken campaign, along with the Tangled Shore destination, will be leaving us next week. Now, I did make a video here discussing everything that the Tangled Shore offered us among its secrets and caverns, so if you just like a summary and recap of that and don't want to actually play Forsaken, you can watch that video. With this content, any seals related to this will also be leaving. Both seasonal and if there are any Forsaken related, so that's like Warden, Chosen, Splicer, and Realm Walker. Also, this kind of ties into seals, but Moments of Triumph released back in December, and it's going to conclude with the release of Witch Queen, which also has its own title, so this is the last call for that one as well. Here is a list of everything entering the Destiny content vault from Bungie.net. So along with that seasonal stuff, seasonal weapons will also be going away, or at least easy ways to craft them. If you are interested in specific weapons from 2021 seasons, visit the Helm and cook some up in the Prismatic Recaster. The wings of the Helm related to the Elixni and the Awoken will also be removed. Turn-in materials and currencies. The biggest one here is probably your gunsmith materials. I had like 30,000 of them and it took quite a while to turn in, but you do get some legendary shards and some rewards out of it. Also leaving is Etheric Spiral, which is found in the Tangled Shore, so make sure you visit the spider and turn those in to exchange them for something else. Mod components are also being deconstructed, so use those at Banshee or 801 for different mods if you don't already have them. Now is a great time to stack up on your materials. Legendary shards, glimmer, enhancement prisms, enhancement cores, upgrade modules, ascendant shards, and spoils of conquest. Here you can see the max amounts you can hold, and these will all be super helpful in leveling up your gear and trying to reach that max power cap once Witch Queen launches. Now if you are going to visit the spider, might as well stack up on some of these easily. The Cryptarch is going to take over the duties of the spider, but if you'd like to get a head start and get some max materials before you jump in, you can just head to the spider now. Let's talk about bounty hoarding. So some Guardians are hoarding bounties to give yourself an XP boost on the new season pass. If you are taking this route, make sure you stack up on weekly bounties and wait to turn them in until you get the seasonal artifact. Bungie has stated to be careful though, because if your slots are full, you might miss out on some quest items and have to reacquire them. Also, some specific bounties are going to be removed, like from the gunsmith. So keep in mind that yes, this is a grind to bounty hoard and some of those may just go away, but if you'd like to try to get the next step up, there's some tips. Clear your vault space. This one is a big one for some of you out there, but actually quite simple. Some of us like to hoard items and weapons we don't even need, like Cade's ramen coupons. And while that might be a bit overboard, it's not that bad to clean out some items you may not need to use. Witch Queen is going to introduce tons of new weapons, armor, and cosmetics, and some of which you will want to store in this very vault. So go ahead, check out the roles you currently have, figure out what some of these weapons and armor pieces really mean to you, and if they're trash, get them out of here. It's time for some new shiny god-slaying machines. You can all do this in-game if you like, but there's also other ways to go about doing it. You can use third-party tools like Destiny Item Manager or the Bungie Companion app. Preloading and storage for Witch Queen. Thanks to the Bungie Weekly update last week, we are told that Destiny 2 will be brought offline on February 21st at 7 PM Pacific Time. At 9 PM Pacific Time, you'll be able to preload the new hotfix, which most likely includes the full expansion. So that's the 21st, and then the next day at reset, the 22nd at 9 AM Pacific Time, you'll be able to jump in and play, of course, if there are no server issues. At the time of me recording this audio, we don't know the size of this expansion yet, but if we do before this is uploaded, I'll put that text on screen right here. Armor and stat rolls are always important and will be super helpful in new festivities like the 6-player activity, Crucible, and of course the raid. If you're looking to farm, Prophecy seems like a great choice as you can keep farming it even after your first playthrough, or you can also head to the Helm and focus some tier 3 engrams. You only get so many of those per week, I believe though. Get exotics or missing ones. This tip is great for new lights mainly, but maybe you're missing an exotic, and what if that becomes super useful with the new update? If you are new to Destiny, you can take part in solo Legend Lost Sectors as gear rotates daily. These are found on different planets, and you can just hover over the icon to see what piece of armor could drop. Sometimes exotics will drop randomly if you're just playing through activities, and also Xur shows up on Fridays and he'll sell some exotic gear for the last time before reset. If you're looking to set yourself up for quick leveling in Witch Queen, the bounties are a great start, but beyond that, here are some things you can do. Some Guardians are collecting Paraversal Halls from the Star Horse. I'm not sure if this is worth the time, but I thought I'd throw this in here. They're also saving strange coins to buy more after they use all of these ones. 2 people are saving ships in their inventory to dismantle for Glimmer. This is if you don't want to exchange materials at the Cryptarch. And also keep in mind, if you beat the Legend difficulty of the Witch Queen campaign, you will automatically get a gear set drop at 1520. And if you're playing right now, rushing to get your power level up to 1350 because you think you won't fit within the campaign, don't even sweat it because everybody is being raised to that once the expansion drops. And lastly, if you want, you can join a clan. Clans offer many benefits, and when Guardians come together, their reward is often greater and you get that faster. There are many clans available to join on Bungie.net that are just open, and the link to join my clan is down below. We'll accept as many as we can, and as long as you're active and playing the game, you can stay for a while. Sometimes we might clean out the roster though, so keep that in mind. Anyway, Guardians, there you have it. A guide and some tips on how to prepare yourself for Destiny 2's latest expansion dropping next week. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, my name's Evade and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.